there, welcome back to my channel. This is a place where I talk about everything that interests me. So that includes head wraps, of course, sewing, crafts with children, farming, gardening, and a lot of other things. Today I'll be talking about crafting with children. So I have a tutorial about an interesting project you can do with your kids, and this involves the use of a sewing machine. So basically today I'll be giving a tutorial about how to make a child-size face mask. I can imagine there are lots of lockdowns going on. Most of the stores in different countries are closed down. So I decided to do this one and substituted the elastic with strings so that you can use whatever you have in the house, whatever fabric you have. So you can use fabrics from old shirts, cotton fabric from old shirts, or even old bed sheets or whatever you have, but it's interesting, something interesting to do with the kids. I made a simple pattern which replaces the use of elastic with just strings to attach your mask on your child. And I would also like to emphasize that these fabric masks do not in any way replace the surgical masks which are being encouraged by your governments or by your Ministry of Health. This is practically because children now see a lot of things on TV. They see things about washing hands, sanitizing your hands, and masks. So I thought it would be interesting to make a mask with the child at home. They can also use it as, they can play ninja with the mask on. Because from a layman point of view, I don't really know how safe a fabric mask is. So this is purely a project you can do at home with your child, and I'm not giving any health advice in using these masks in order to protect yourself against catching COVID-19. Okay, I really hope that you find this tutorial interesting and that you get a chance to try it out. And in case you do, please don't forget to send me some pictures or some videos about what you did, about your finished work. I also would like to say you can replace the use of a sewing machine, because I can imagine not everyone has a sewing machine at home, so you can use a needle. I have a video I made a few weeks ago for my sewing class, because I have a sewing group for girls here on Curacao. I give lessons to girls, and my girls are also at home. So I made a simple video for them with instructions how they can make a similar mask but using a needle, because my classes are everything is included in my classes. So the girls just come there and I have sewing machines for everyone. So most of them don't have sewing machines at home. So I'm encouraging them to continue with their creativity by doing simple projects with the needle. So if you can replace, you can follow the instructions, and instead of using a sewing machine, you just use a needle. And if you find it difficult, just let me know, then I can send you the video I made specifically for the use of a needle. Okay, good luck. Let's get working. Hi guys, thank you for tuning in again. So like I mentioned, today I'm going to try to make a child's size face mask. And what I need, the only things I need today is this piece of fabric, and this is 7 inches by 7 inches, and another piece of fabric. With this one, you just have to measure your child from the mouth till about the back of the head, so that you have 2 pieces from both sides of the mouth, and then you can tie them at the back. This face mask is simple, very easy to make, and you don't need an elastic. I decided to make this one without elastic. I do have elastic, but this is for example, if you're in a lockdown, you're home and you want to do a project with your kids at home, but you don't have the time, or it's not possible to go to the stores to go and buy elastic, so you only work with what you have. And another thing I have is a loop turner. You can use a safety pin as well, but I prefer using a loop turner because I have it. Okay, let's get started. So the first step for me is always to iron my fabric. For some reason, I prefer to iron my fabric before I start working on it. And so I ironed this fabric, and the first step, of course, is to fold about an 1 or 2 centimeters of the fabric, just to make it look, to make your work look neat when you're done. So I folded a piece. Let me just take measurements of that. That is about 1 centimeter. So that's about 1 centimeter. I folded in the inside on all 4 corners, just to make sure that when I'm done, the work is neat. And then I also have, so this is the inside, of course, you fold to the inside, and this is going to be your outside. And I also have 2 strips of fabric, and these are going to be the ties. Sorry, remember, we're not using elastic for this one. So these strings, I'm going to show you. We're going to do the sewing like this, fold them, and the measurement is this is 9 inches, which is about 23 centimeters, if I'm not mistaken. And that's the length, and the thickness is about 1.5 inches, which is about 4 centimeters. And we're going to fold in the middle, do the stitching, and then we have a long strip, and that strip we're going to use the loop turner. Remember this loop turner, I'm going to show you, and turn the string inside out. Okay, let's get started. I'll start with this one. So you see where I folded, where I ironed, flat ironed. I'm going to do the stitching here around all 4 corners. Okay, so now we are back from the sewing machine. I stitched all 4 corners just to make it look neat. Just remember, we're not using elastic in this project, but we are making strings which we're going to use to fasten our face mask. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in the middle, and then we do the stitching all the way down the 9 inches, and then I'm going to use a loop turner to turn the fabric inside out. This is what I mean with the stitching. And now let me see, because this is the inside now, and we need to turn it inside out. And because I'm filming this myself, I'm still wondering how I'm going to do it. Let me see if I can show you how to work with a loop turner. So it's now inside out. This is the inside part, and we have the loop turner. So I'm gonna push in the loop turner all the way. I really like making life easy, so for me this is a very, very easy way. So okay, all the way it comes out, as you can see. And now I need, so there's that little hook, I need to pick up fabric. That little hook has to come to the outside like this, and then I just pull the fabric. So I'm pulling it now from the inside, and voila, I have my fabric inside out like this. Very neat. Okay, so we need 2 of these. So here we are. We have everything we need for this project. We have our 7 by 7 inches fabric, and we already did the sewing around to make it look neat. And we have the 2 pieces of fabric which are already turned inside out, and that is all we need for today. So now we get started. We have to find the middle part of this fabric. So for me, I always try to make life easy. So what I do to find the middle point is just fold this in half like this, and then make a crease in it like this, or you can use a pin. But because I'm filming this myself, I don't see myself picking up a pin and placing it here. So you can place a pin to mark where the middle point is, or you can make a crease in it. And then from the middle point, we're going to make pleats in the mask, to make sure the mask is spreading like good enough. So we're going to make the pleats in. So you make 1, coming towards the middle, 1, 2. On the other side as well, 1, coming to the middle, of course, 2. So you have it like this. Again, the middle point, you have the middle point here, you bring, we make pleats. So we make pleats coming to the center, 1 on the side and 2 on the other side, 1 and 2, and we have the pleats like this. So now what we're going to do is, okay, let me just try to pin this. So once this is pinned, it's going to look like this. And now you get one of the strands, the pieces of these pieces of fabric we have. You have to pin it on the inside part. You pin it like this. So you pin it together, this goes under, you pin it, and then you do the sewing. You make a stitch up and down, you secure this together here, up and down, up and down. Now this is what I have. So I pinned, as you can see here, I pinned this piece to the back, and then I did the sewing. I ran up and down to make this piece secure, and it's now like this. And now we have to do the same on this side as well. Voila, so here we are, our mask is finished. This is the outside, this is the inside. You have your pieces good in place and very well secured, and you have the pleats, opening pleats like this.